We are playing some Genshin now. We're gonna work on the story quest. Or maybe we'll do this event first. Fabulous fungi. I should check my mail too. I always forget to check my mail. Okay, so I have to finish this first anyways. Which I've been working on. Okay, so we do have to do this first. So that's what we'll do. So we're going down to Caravan Rabat.
Fire hazard.
Oops. Wrong button. That's what I get for playing multiple games at once.
Keep up.
Guards.
General Mahamatra! To what do we owe the honor?
Keep your voice down. This is a secret operation. I'm going to arrest a large criminal gang near this location. According to the Academia's Guide and Regulations on Secret Operations, I have the right to ask for the cooperation of Caravan Rebot.
Ah, of course. Mahamatra Sino's order is the Academia's order. Just let us know what you need. But who exactly are you planning to arrest, and how many people are you expecting? Depending on the scale of this operation, we may need to report it to our superiors.
They're a squad of Eremites whose number is comparable to Ain el Akmar in Port Ormos. They're involved in the theft and resale of supplies from the Academia.
As many as Ain al Akmar? This should definitely be classified as a joint operation.
Then I suggest that you report this to your superiors as soon as possible, and treat it as a top priority desert operation. I will need personnel.
Got it. Please wait a moment. I'll contact them immediately.
Keep your voice down. Now go tell everybody.
Because this is work. Because I trust you.
Paimon can't believe you're still in the mood to chat. This whole thing has Paimon scared stiff. Aren't you even a little worried? What if these guards already know that you have betrayed the Academia and are no longer their General Mahamatra? Even if that guard doesn't
Makes
know,
perfect sense.
their superiors might, right?
There you go.
We discussed
Somebody's
this, remember?
pointing it out.
The Caravan Rebot operation is of great importance. But don't worry, the guards there shouldn't know that Sino has stepped down.
Why?
How can you be so sure?
First, the other Matras still don't know why Sino has left, which proves that the Academia has been covering up the matter.
Second, this is a crucial moment for the Academia's God creation plan. If something were to happen to the General Mahamatra, it's bound to attract a lot of unwanted attention. No matter
my
how you
shoulders
look
are
at
like
it,
kind of crunchy.
they don't seem interested in sharing the news of Sino's departure.
A reasonable inference. I agree.
Which brings us to our next
Oh,
issue.
that feels good.
I'm sure some of you have been wondering if the prediction function of the Akasha will affect our operation.
The Akasha is still in operation, so I must remain on high alert. Actually, considering the power of the Akasha, it's quite strange that it hasn't already tried to interfere with my actions.
I've given that a lot of thought. For now, I don't think you'll need to worry. If you remember, when you first came to Aru Village, all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that information to those who kidnapped the village keepers. But things like that never happened again after we met up with the Traveler.
That's true.
I always forget my water
But
bottle.
why?
Look at it from a different angle. Why do you think the Akasha will predict your actions?
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
That's true, but the key to this question is, how well can the Akasha make predictions about a person? Haven't you ever thought about it? Just how can it do this in the first place?
It's kind of
Because
weird
the
that
Akasha controls the entirety of
Alhaitham
Sumeru.
is still wearing his Akasha.
The academia firmly
think he'd
believes
turn it
that
off
all
because
human
of-
actions can be
to avoid
explained
spying.
through logic.
By sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can derive behavioral logic and predict the actions of those who fit an existing logic model. However, at the risk of sounding like an advocate for fallacies, can everyone truly be considered logical at all times? Emotions are part of our behavioral logic, but can you guarantee that every experience of the same joy or pain would be equally intense? How can our feelings and opinions be predictable down to the letter in every single instance? Sino, in the past, you've always worked alone. In the absence of another person who could sway you or your thoughts, the Akasha could produce predictions that were similar to your real-life behavioral principles. Decisive and principled, you were used to solving problems alone. That's why the Akasha could figure you out. But now, you've joined a team. And I believe the Akasha hasn't yet figured out the full composition of it. Our thoughts and logic have intermingled and weaved themselves together to become a complicated, chaotic mess. Any one of us could potentially disagree with another. The Akasha lacks data on these interactions, and it's impossible for it to predict your actions in the future based on your decisions in the past. After all, there's probably a limit to just how much we can be modeled or controlled by data. So, in my opinion, you're probably safe for now.
Makes sense to me. I agree. The Akasha is not alive.
The food is
and I
gone,
don't think we can
Penguin.
be completely controlled by something without a mind of its
The
own.
food is gone. She
Is
smelled
that
my
so?
potatoes. I had this like
I
little
guess
bowl
there
of
are
instant
things
potatoes.
that even the Akasha cannot calculate. And people will not be forever trapped by the past.
There's no food here. What do you want?
I'm so glad that this is settled.
Next time, pay attention during our meetings.
Will do.
Just remember to stay vigilant.
Footsteps!
General Mahamatra, we were not expecting your presence here. I'm the security officer of the Grand Deshret Desert District. My name is Luxembarbo.
Kind of was expecting him to
This
be
is
tall.
my assistant, the
I don't know
Traveler.
why.
She will be working with me. The construct next to her is for her work.
Beep! Construct, beep!
What a great honor to meet you. Your golden hair is as bright as the sun. And, is this the latest technology from the Academia?
What are you doing, Penguin?
Have you made a decision regarding the matter I mentioned to your subordinate?
Come here.
It seems to be a dire situation, so of course you
doing?
will have our full cooperation. To be perfectly honest, I've always longed to go on a mission with someone as well known as yourself.
There's no need for flattery.
Yes, sir.
Take your most elite platoon and follow me to the eastern side of the district. We will carry out the operation there.
Understood.
Map.
Hurry, bring the map!
In 2 days, we will engage Rahman's Eremites and capture all of them. Any questions about the time or location?
None at all, sir.
Good. See you then.
Yes, sir.
Maybe hanging around around the General Mahamatra isn't so bad after all. Everyone's so respectful towards us.
Does feel pretty good.
This is all due to the absolute authority of the Academia. And now, we're going to strike back against that massive pillar of power. Get ready. We will move out in 2 days.
Oh, 2 days. What's the appointed time? Just asking for a friend. I think I don't have enough primos for another thing. No, I do not. Set the appointed time, but it didn't tell me what time. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
It's time for the operation! Let's go meet Sino in the desert!
Where am I going? We'll go here. We go here. Why not? Wrong buttons again.
Over there! Our helpers have arrived already! Let's hurry over!
Wait a moment.
Ah! Oh, it's you.
You're my assistant, remember?
Yes, yes, yes.
Being my assistant, you must stay with me. Now let's head over there.
It's General Mahamatra and his assistants.
We meet again.
You're here early.
It's to show how important we think the operation is. Since this is a big case for the Academia, we are prepared to give it our best.
I'm glad to hear your sense of resolve. Remember, we must capture them alive. They are our only leads for the case. If they die, we will be unable to continue the investigation.
Understood.
Okay.
Everyone! The Eremites are approaching from the west!
Make preparations and be ready for combat. Halt!
Oh? What a warm welcome! What do you want? Judging from those shiny weapons in your hands, it seems like you're not interested in a deal.
Rahman, the Academia has caught wind of your smuggling and illicit sales. If you value your life, I advise you to surrender.
Who are you supposed to be? A Matra from the Academia? I can't believe you came all this way just to catch us.
I'm not here to talk.
I so want to see where this story goes. We gotta find out what happens
me
with
this
Nahida.
much time of day since I became
Can't
a
wait till
mercenary.
she comes back in.
Brothers! For that slight, let's wash our blades with their blood. Let's show them we Eremites are not to be messed with.
Can't see. hear
Go,
everything.
go! Boom! Oh yeah, look at that overloaded and swirl going.
One with the forest. Keep up. I'll uproot you.
Fire hazard.
I like boosted my world level by like 2 levels or something the other day too.
Stand with me. Lightning, purify.
Can't see.
Time for a light show.
One with the forest. I hear everything.
Boom!
Go bishop down.
It's over.
Ah!
We have subdued them. The operation is now over. All Aramite mercenaries and related personnel in the area have been arrested.
Ah, you pitiful Dendro Archon dogs! You'll regret this!
I'm afraid you'll regret it first.
King Jeshred will curse you, and you will all!
Silence!
Oh,
Restrain them and take them back to Caravan Rebot. Count their numbers and send them to the Academia as instructed by the General Mahamatra.
Yes, sir!
That's really a pretty
Mahamatra
clever
Sino,
plan to get them
I
over
will
there,
now
though.
take my leave. If you need further assistance, please come to Caravan Rebot and ask for me.
Understood. You are dismissed.
There they go.
Let's talk elsewhere.
This part of the plan went really well.
Yes, things went perfectly.
That's fantastic. And that punch you gave Ramon there sure looked convincing enough.
Once we're done here, I'll return to Caravan Rebot and oversee the group's transport. I promise. I'll get everyone into Sumeru City safely.
Yeah, you're the reason why everything went so well.
It's not the time to celebrate yet. I believe Dia should already be waiting for you. Go join up with her. She will need you to introduce her to Tainari.
Speaking of which, is it really okay for us not to share the full plan with Tainari? What if he'll feel miffed about it and refuse to work with us?
I have a very close relationship with Tainari. Given how well we know each other, I believe my message alone should be enough to bring him to our side.
Okay.
He knows I won't make jokes about
Is
things
it
like
because
this.
the ears?
If we need help, Tainari is the
They
best
share
option.
the ears.
Get ready for the
I know
next
his
phase
ears are
of the
part of
plan.
his hat, but
Don't keep them waiting.
now can I do this? No. Nope.
We're here!
It's about time. Didn't you say our part of the plan is the most important of all? And here you come rolling in late. In the time it took you to get here, I already did 5 laps around the place, downed 7 drinks, and even did some clothes shopping.
Sorry. We didn't mean to keep you waiting.
I'm really
I just
liking
wanted
the
to fix your
cast for
attitude
this.
and rub it in a little. After all, you took your sweet
for this
time getting
patch.
here, and we've got important stuff to take care of. I just like seeing that serious look on your face. All right, I'll stop. All joking aside, I'm glad you're here. Let's get moving and take care of this as soon as possible.
I should go into my teapot because I was growing
But where
knackeweed.
should we start?
I want to make sure that I
Our
harvest it and then
responsibility
get
is
some
to
more
get
going.
a status update on the Fatui Harbinger known as the Doctor. We need to make sure he won't get in our way when we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dealing with an institution that controls all of Sumeru is already hard enough. If the Doctor were to crash the party, it would be next to impossible for us to achieve our goals.
Yeah, we sure don't want him showing up. Ooh, he really gives Paimon the creeps.
Right? Hearing his name just reminds me of those stuffy old geezers in the academia. I'd rather not have to deal with someone like that. According to the plan, we should first go to Pardis DI and ask for Forest Watcher Tainari. If all Hatham and Sino's sources are solid, then we can be sure that Tainari still has the Academia's trust. So, we'll find Tainari and convince him to get us the latest intel on the Doctor. Then, depending on what we learn, we'll make any necessary adjustments to our plan. The sages have placed spies everywhere on the other side of the wall. I'll follow you as a bodyguard. You should be honored. I don't offer my services to just anyone you know.
But Paimon thought mercenaries would do anything for Mora.
That's certainly true. But when multiple employers are vying for your services, you should always go with the best offer. Let's see. If I were to charge you a bill, I guess I can apply a discount.
How much more do you want? Paimon's not sure we can afford it.
I mean, I'm pretty fucking
How
loaded.
much do I want? Hey, how about paying me with a smile? What do you say? I haven't seen you smiling much recently. If you ask me, someone like you must look lovely when they smile. Come on, give me a smile so that I can be less worried. Looking good! I hope this pretty smile will become our lucky charm. There are many kinds of smiles, but only a truly joyous one can bring blessings to others. Let's consider this smile a down payment for our future victory. Let's go. It's time to pay a visit to Pardis DI.
Okay. I want to do my teapot first. Because I was growing knackeweed. Because knackeweed is a fucking bitch to farm. Get some more going. Whoops. I don't think that's gonna be enough to upgrade Kuki, but
Keep up.
Maybe you're not.
and since I'm here, Realm Depot. We keep buying the knackeweeds. There we go. Like I said, I really don't think that's going to be enough, but at least we did it. Yeah, we're gonna have to go farm more, but I'll worry about that after, or if we get stuck. Wait, I don't even have the artifacts on it? Oh, that's not good. What even are these? That could actually not be terrible for her. Because I mostly use her for the healing ring. How many of this set do I have? Maiden Beloved. Oh, I could get the 4-piece. It's actually probably not bad. I need to actually go through my inventory again, though, and double check everybody's things, because I'm betting I might have stuff that's way better for some of these people now, by now. I think I'll go with that for her. Gotta level these up a bunch. I will hire if I can afterwards, but I want to make sure that we get them all. Maybe get them, see if I can get them all to level 5. Okay, that one's already at plus 15. Well, I still got a lot of blues. I think we got it up to 8. How did that get up to 11? Maybe one of the things it pulled was upgraded? I've got nothing. How many of those do I have? Um... I mean, it's probably not bad anyways. Better to use something that's leveled up and ready to go than... Okay. And then... Yeah, she's got a set... What is this? In 8 seconds of triggering an elemental reaction, the character equipping this will obtain buffs based on the elemental type of the other party members. Ooh! Yes! That would be good for her. Even if just temporarily. But imagine getting my fire buffed and then we do Panda Kitty of Doom. That would be badass.
He's over there! Let's go say hi! Tainari!
Hey, to chill. I farmed a dungeon.
Traveler,
I've been
Pawn.
doing them a little bit, like
And
when I
you
play in the evening sometimes, yeah. Because I don't want to do any of the big story stuff off stream. Especially not the Dendro stuff. So I've just been kind of doing random ass farming off stream. So I've been doing like dungeons and like farming materials to level people up and like random ass side quests and events and that kind of stuff. For the most part. So I've got a few decent
there.
ones now.
This
I have
is
to
our
farm
friend
more
Dia.
though.
She's an Aramite
And I
mercenary.
think I'm up to world level 5 now.
A mercenary? You must have some big news for me.
It's something really important. Please help us out.
If I ever look at sites for stuff, Game 8 is the one you tend to use.
All right. Then
I'll keep that
follow
in
me.
mind. I mean, y'all know me as I usually just do whatever looks like fun, so.
This place is better. We won't be disturbed by any passerby. Okay, what is this important thing you want to ask me?
Oh, and to chill, my, so we cleaned out my computer yesterday, my gaming PC, and it's almost 10 degrees, like, well, no, it's over 10 degrees cooler, on average than it was yesterday. Like, and that's with it being at its peak right now and having run for, like, streaming for, like, 5 hours. What we think happened is we think some cat hair got in one of the fans and completely stopped it from spinning. So, I still need to get a new case for it because we think there's some other issues with it as well. So I still need to get a new case for it, and I still want to get a new NVMe Windows drive for the gaming PC. Both are on sale for pretty good prices right now, and both are about the same. But I don't know if I can afford both, especially because the Canadian dollar is shit right now. So I'm trying to decide what to get. Or whether to just bite the bullet and get both, because with the lower payout, I'm actually, like, my payout's actually ramping up a lot faster than it was before. So when I get the payout, I could do both. Well, okay. Technically, I should wait to do any of them until I get the payout. But, like, fuck, like, what's the NVMe usually? It's, like, usually, like, I don't even know. Like, isn't it? It's, like, at least $80 or $90, but it might even regularly be ahead, like, over $100. But it's on sale right now on Amazon for $50. And that's for a 500 gig Samsung 980. Which is one of the brands that Mux trusts the most. So I might just say fuck it and order that, and then we'll figure out the case later. Because the case isn't as good of a sale. The dollar is staying ahead of most, yeah. So I might discuss that with Mux this afternoon and try to get that so that maybe order that, see if we can, if he thinks it's a good idea to order that this weekend, and then maybe like tonight, and then maybe this weekend we can try redoing my gaming PC. Because I'm gonna have to gut everything, because I want to start completely fresh. So we have to find my Windows key, just to be safe. Though I think I can get it off of Windows itself too, but either way. Then I'm gonna have to go through my internal drives, dump everything that I want to keep onto one drive, format the one that we took stuff off of, then move everything that I want to keep from every drive onto that drive, then format the other drives. Then we're going to take that storage drive out. And then probably eventually get an external drive bay for that. Just because I have a shit ton of hard drives in there, and if I add an NVMe, I don't know if I can keep them all. And then reinstall Windows, reinstall all of my apps. Essentially, I'm not looking forward to it. I have not done a full Windows reinstall aside from when we built the the streaming PC. And I think, like, it's gotta be something ridiculous, like, when would it, hang on, I can actually say almost exactly when it was. Hang on. Because I'm pretty sure I got the computer parts. Pretty sure that's one of the things I got with my mom's life insurance money. So, about 7 years ago. 7.5 to 8 years ago was the last time that I did a full install and wipe on my gaming PC. Because even when we built a new one, we didn't do any wipes. I just transferred the hard drive over. So, I'm a bit overdue. What I want to do when I finally do that, though, is I want to get all of this stuff installed, like the basic stuff, like Blender, Vegas Pro, like my art stuff, voice meter, and all the basics, and then I want to set a restore point so that in the future I just have to go back to that, but
The doctor, huh?
He's that strange-looking Fatui Harbinger with the mask. Paimon
But yeah, I'm
thinks he
thinking
has
that's my
blue
what
hair.
I might try to do that
Yes,
this
I know
weekend.
him. Actually, he left Party's
I don't want
DI
to.
just a little while ago.
He left already?
Yeah, he came looking for me.
Can I ask what it was about? Sorry to ask you like this after having just met, but your answer is very important to us. For now, all we can share with you is that your friend Sino is working with us.
Sino, you say? I see. So that's why he hasn't been at the academia. Okay. I will answer your questions and will assist you any way I can. You don't have to tell me everything that's happened.
Sino's name really does work wonders. You're not even a little worried that we might have made it all up?
Despite having just met you, I can sense that you're the serious type. Between you, the Traveler, and Sino, none of you strike me as the type that would conspire to deceive me. You don't need to tell me anything you don't want to.
I mean, I think the
Also,
only
get straight
big
to the
question
point.
is,
The
do I
Harbinger you
just stick
mentioned
with
came to
the
me because he wanted to
the
take the
500
scholar
gig
Hypatia away with him.
NVMe, or do I pay a little bit,
Hypatia?
or do I pay
Why would he
for
want
the 1 terabyte? The 1 terabyte isn't any cheaper per space than the 500 gig, which is why I'm like a little on the fence about it. I'll still have at least a 1 terabyte hard drive, and then I think what's my I think I've got like a 400 to 500 gig solid state as well that I'll be throwing in there too. Oh my god, if you guys are saying anything... Okay, I'm just checking Mux's chat, because he's over there. It doesn't look like anything popped up. My chat keeps disconnecting, so if I miss something that is said, I apologize.
And what do you mean by take away? Is he planning to leave Sumeru?
Yes. He told me his return to Snezhnaya is imminent.
But I'm thinking I'll just go with the 500 gig. Because it's
So you mean
pretty much exclusively for Windows.
you're leaving this place soon?
Indeed. Otherwise, we could have perhaps talked a little more.
Which right now I
I
only
was
have
just about to set out
120
when I
gig
remembered
Windows
something
drive.
important. To that end, I made a final trip to Pardis DI. Let me ask, have you been taking care of a scholar by the name of Hypatia?
Your sources are accurate. No doubt because you recruited many informants. But you're right. Hypatia has indeed been receiving treatment from me.
Forgive me for asking, but how's the treatment coming along?
Given the way you're asking, I assume you have something to say.
Since you asked, I'll be frank. I would like to take Hypatia to Snezhnaya.
It's incredibly difficult to transfer a patient. As a scholar yourself, shouldn't you at least be aware of this?
Oh? I can't believe your utter lack of faith in me, to the point of even questioning my general level of knowledge. How unbefitting.
Well, you're the only one who's ever made such a request.
I have my ways of keeping her safe during the journey. In addition, I can also promise that under my care, Hypatia will receive the most advanced and effective treatment. I will personally supervise her treatment and see to her recovery. Would that be agreeable to you?
Hypatia was born in Sumeru and remains a scholar of the academia. Her situation has not become dire enough to necessitate her transfer to another nation. Transporting her to Snezhnaya is risky, and the potential benefits are unknown. As the person currently responsible for her treatment, I cannot possibly sign off on this transfer. Your suggestion is rude and reckless. I'll pass.
You go, Tainari.
I don't know much about the doctor, but after talking with him, I realized that, just like many other scholars, he possesses an aura of arrogance that I've come to detest. It's not so much that he's looking down on others, but more that he's so confident in himself and his abilities. to a point of near insanity. I would never refer a patient to someone like him.
But yeah, because like my 120 is almost even big enough. It's just the only reason I need to upgrade is because and I'm going with NVMe because it's no more expensive than the other stuff. With all the stuff that force saves or installs on your C drive, I am having issues with having to constantly try to make space. And soon I just won't be able to. So, I don't know if Mux can hear me, but I think I've just decided to get the hard drive instead of the case. Because I think that that's gonna...
His reaction
I do think that
it's
probably relatively soon that I'm gonna be forced to get the... It's like delete something. Or get a new hard drive.
I see. Of course, your opinion makes perfect sense. You're still young, but already quite stubborn. I must say, you are not like what I had expected. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't just let you off the hook like this. But unfortunately, I'm in a hurry today, what with Her Most Noble Majesty the Tsaritsa calling for our return. Luckily, there is still some time left for me to
They're
take
so
care of everything
dramatic.
before I leave. It's just as the Academia said, you're a responsible and gifted scholar. Sadly, even with all of that, you're still lacking a bit of shrewdness. And that's also why people like you can never realize that sooner or later, everyone must pay the price for what they've learned.
Paimon can't help but feel like he's hinting at something unpleasant.
He asked a question, yet didn't care for my answer. Perhaps I'm nothing but a talking rock in his eyes. He never came off as malicious, but an utter lack of compassion permeated throughout our conversation. From his tone, I can sense that he's always looked down on others.
I can barely believe it myself. But if that's true, the situation will be in our favor.
I don't think I missed any details. Frankly speaking, I don't want you to do anything too risky. Now that you know a little more, it should be easier for you to stay safe.
Sorry we can't tell you everything. We appreciate that you helped us anyway. I won't forget your kindness.
It's okay. I have an obligation to do so. To be perfectly honest, all of this may have started because of me. Recently, my master wrote several letters to me, asking me to return to the Academia and assist him with his research.
Hasn't he already asked you several times before?
Yes, but there's something off about this most recent batch of letters. The handwriting and tone are both familiar, but some details have been omitted. My master will occasionally leave a few dots on the back of the letter. 1 dot means that he wrote the letter on a sunny day, and 3 dots stand for a rainy day. This has been a habit of his for many years, but I didn't find any dots in his recent letters. I believe something may have happened to him.
I get it. Since you are always at Gandharvaville, you would like me, someone already working at the Academia, to investigate this matter, right?
I'd like to ask you to do that for me. If you can keep yourself safe, please withdraw immediately at the first hint of danger.
I can do that, but I have a feeling it won't be that simple. The Academia has been working on a big project. I'm not quite sure what it is, but your master might be involved with it. If the higher-ups really are hiding something, then it will be difficult to remove myself from the situation once the investigation starts. If the situation becomes critical, I'll leave the Academia. If you don't see me there for an extended period, that's your cue.
All right, we've got a plan. I'll stay at Gandharvaville to support you.
If that scenario comes to pass, you must be extra vigilant. And be wary of any messages or direct requests from the Academia.
I must say, I didn't expect a warning like this from the General Mahamatra.
Being loyal to the Academia doesn't mean blindly doing whatever the sages say. I know what I'm doing. On that note, aren't you also being quite distrustful of your alma mater?
The Academia, yes, but my master is a man of integrity. Even when I was a student, I was worried he'd get in trouble for sticking to his beliefs. I suppose he's lucky to have lasted so long. But in the end, it still caught up to him.
I see. So you noticed something was up with the Academia from the very beginning.
This may well be how Sino became involved in all this. In that case, I must keep my promise and help you however I can. Also, if you run into Sino again, please help me pass on a message to him. Trust your own senses and experiences. I think this may be something he needs to hear right now.
Okay, we'll find a chance to tell him.
Thanks.
Right. Now let's go hunt down this Harbinger.
And I
by the
can't
way,
hope that
which
Dia
way did the doctor go when he left
shows
Pardis
up
Dia?
That way.
to roll for soon.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. We'll be on our way.
Bye-bye!
According to Tainari, the doctor is leaving Sumeru soon. I want to check if the doctor was actually telling the truth. He also said that he'll take care of everything before he leaves. What did he mean by that? We need to be extra careful when dealing with a person like him. Just to be safe, let's chase him and see what we find.
But we have no idea where he went. How can we start chasing him?
You're gonna have to check out Game 8.
We'll do it
Why
the
is that?
mercenary way. I'll find leads as we go. All you have to do is just follow me. That Harbinger may have tried to cover his trail, but he still left some traces. Or perhaps he never even thought
Hold tight,
about it.
guys. I'm gonna be right back, though. I'm gonna stretch my legs a little bit.